Welcome to another episode of the Dipped and Whipped podcast, episode number 3 to be exact. I am your host, Hoff with the Sauce. This is your boy.
I'm another host, Young Hefe Holmes.
Yes, sir, Young Hefe Holmes, man. Of course, the Dipped and Whipped podcast where we always kick flavor and never count favors, man. We're going to chop it up today, have a good conversation about some certain things, get a good,
That was organic, bro. Dip flavor, never. What'd you say?
Yeah. We always kick flavor and never count favors, man. It's all about friendship, brotherhood, man. We want to show love and positivity. Of course, we're going to talk about some controversial things, but we want to show that black people and the black community is all about love, man, and brotherhood, sisterhood, however we can to come together. You know what I mean? But yeah, you say you wanted to talk about something?
Oh yeah.
First, let's do our icebreakers. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Thank you for getting me on track. Let's do icebreakers. Top 5. Let's do top 5 alcohol. Alcohol is a staple in any community. I'm not going to just say the black community, but any community. Name your top 5 alcohols.
Ask me last because I drink more than you, probably. I don't know what you do.
You do drink more than me.
I don't know what you and Chris do. Y'all
I drink on occasion. So when I'm with y'all.
So I'm the influence.
I'm not gonna say you the influence because I'm a grown man, but at the same time,
that's what he said.
I like to enjoy myself with y'all. I feel safer drinking around y'all rather than
crash out drunks.
Yeah. So
my top 5. You go first. How much?
My top 5. What I used to drink a lot that I do not drink at all anymore, but it had to be cold, never room temperature. Fireball. I used to drink that heavy.
That's your top 5. Like if you were to drink it now?
Well, I don't drink as much now. Right now,
if you were to pour a cup of something, you saying your first option would be Fireball?
No.
Or you saying like now? Back then that was your thing?
Back then that was my go-to. You see what I'm saying? Back then that was my go-to. I don't drink it now. I only drink tequila now. Cinnamon whiskey. I would say you know how we do about that Dawn.
That Don Juan.
Don Juan. Yeah, Don Julio, man. That Don Julio. The Reposado, though. Definitely number 1. I'll let you go number 2. We can go back and forth, bounce off.
You want me to do one? I'm going to do one. So one is, I like 42. So 1942 Don Julio. Yeah. That's a special occasion bottle.
Yeah.
After that, I'll do some regular Don. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the whole list can't be Don, though. Don is circumference everything.
You
so
right.
42.
Oh, Peach Crown. I do that.
Oh, okay.
Peach Crown.
I forgot about the crown. Yeah. I forgot about the crown. Let me see.
Cookout special.
FX. Crown Apple, too. Crown. Okay.
That's 3 for me.
Yeah, Crown go hard.
Sprite go dumb.
Ooh. No. You know, what really set it off is some pineapple. Crown Peach with pineapple.
I do tequila and pineapple at the club.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Hard. Casa Azul, is that what it is?
Yeah, the tequila with the bell.
Yeah.
That's pretty. The wrong one for your
that's pretty smooth. I like that one. That would be. That's pretty smooth. I'm not mad at that one.
I ain't like that. The clear bottle one I had for your wedding.
The clear one.
Remember
the clear one. Yeah,
that was Casa Azul.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The regular one is just the blue and white.
Yeah. Okay.
I had that one.
I had both. I like the the blue, the white bottle. That one's pretty smooth.
That one got like the vanilla too.
Yeah. That one's pretty smooth. Yeah. I like that one.
So 5, bring it home.
Well, we Don, Crown, Casa Azul. We got 2 more.
No say Henny.
No sir, no sir.
Back in the day though, Paul
Masson? Oh yeah, for sure.
Shout out Shoes.
For sure.
Shoes is the running
list. Hey, no, man, Shoes for B. Jones' bachelor party, bro. When we was at the crib,
that was crazy.
At the B&B, Shoes had his own, bro. Shout out to Shoes, man, because Shoes brought the drinks. And then when we ran out of drinks, he's like, "I got you." This man went to go get
the
Jack. What Cayman Jack? He went to go get
Twisted Tea.
This man went to go get
he cleaned up
everything and didn't even get to drink it all. Like half that shit we had to take home. So it's like that. Oh, I said Fireball to begin with, huh? Yeah, that's not number 1, but what I used to drink back in the day, there was definitely Fireball, but it had to be cold. Like if it was warm or lukewarm or some shit, trash.
I'm gonna go Prosecco.
Prosecco?
Yeah, I'm a Prosecco. You know.
Smooth.
I ain't gonna put it on there. They ain't paying us. But you know,
right?
Once they pay us, we can put it on there.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, that's smooth. I think that's 5, right? That rounded out 5. We got Fireball. The first and the last one was like
this in a row.
You know, so Fireball, Crown, Dawn, what we say, Casa Azul, and Paul Masson. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's 5, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, let's do top 5. We can bounce off of each other. Pause. Big pause. Top 5. Let's see. Top 5. Your top 5 shoes. Top 5 shoes. Like in your rotation today. What you would rock today. Top 5. Not no legacy picks, like, you know what I mean? But top 5 shoes you rock today. That you have in rotation, for sure. Because you always going to have a rotation. So
my steel toe boots.
Come on now.
Because I'm in the Navy.
Come on now. If they know, they know.
Them daily, boy.
Yes,
Monday
sir.
through Friday. Sometimes on
yes,
Saturday.
sir.
That was them exclusive.
So when you not working, I mean, like,
I'm not working.
Of course, when you're not working.
Crocs.
Ooh, Crocs.
I got my Crocs. I can go Sambas. The Sambas I got now. These are my only pair, but I'm gonna get some more of these.
Oh, Lord.
Flato.
Shout out
my boy. He styled me.
Yeah, yes, sir.
By half with the sauce, man. Go ones, Yeezys.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly the 450s. I wear those a lot now.
I like the 450s. 450s hard.
I think they're 450s.
My favorites are the 500s.
Okay.
The 500s are hard.
And I like wearing running shoes a lot. If you know me, you know.
I'm about to say you stayed with a pair. You used to have the fly knits. You stayed in running shoes. When the wave of what is called the Huaraches and the
New Balance.
No, what's the old ones called? They used to be like very streamlined. Very streamlined. It wasn't Huaraches. Huarache happened after. It was the ones that everybody used to wear. They was like soft. The material was like very, very soft. It was almost like knit, but not really. That makes sense. Bro, you used to rock them motherfuckers all the time, bro. You had them. You used to rock them all the time, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, cause it was that, and then Huaraches, and those shoes was running shoes, but you used to rock them, and then everybody started rocking them motherfuckers.
You talking about New Balances?
No, bro. This was when we was in like middle school, high school. Bro, they was Nikes though. Damn, bro. I'm about to be hurt if I can't remember.
I don't remember either. The only thing I remember wearing around that time is like around that time 574s was big and New Balance.
Not New Balances.
Nike, the only thing I can remember being big.
It was
I wore them.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Talking about them B. Jones Sambas. Not the Sambas. They look like Sambas though.
They call they call something,
like
bro. It was like
I ain't wearing them.
I don't know if it started with an H or what, bro. I'm about to be hurt trying to guess this. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
So you got
boots, Sambas, Yeezys. Boots is crazy though.
Yeah, boots as well.
Ones and my Crocs.
Okay, shout out to the top 5. Mine would have to be. I always got to stay with some New Balances for sure. The ones I have right now that are potential. Don't let me lie like that. First, I stay with some Asics. If you know me, you know Asics hands down number 1. Comfortable and stylish. I always stay with some Asics. Of course, I got to stay with these low key. These became my favorites, bro.
None of them.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I got 2 pair. I got a white and like cherry pair of those. These are hard because they're very comfortable and breathable. The Yeezys, I like the Yeezys. The ones the 500s that I got. Those are hard. I'm not a big, honestly. I don't know if it's controversial or not. I'm not a big Jordan fan. I used to be, like in like high school and well, not even high school, but middle school and high school. But I just saw so. I feel like it's only one way you can rock them. You feel me? And I seen every which way you can style them and rock them, and it's just like they all look the same, like the same silhouette over and over. So
yeah. I'm not a big Dunks person, bro.
No, bro, I cannot stand Dunks, bro.
I think they OD, especially the Pandas, bro. Oh my god,
bro. I'm glad you said that because Pandas is
them like the new white forces,
bro. Facts, but you can never go wrong with forces. White forces, bro. I haven't owned my first pair of forces until like 2 years ago.
Yeah, true.
So.
I got one. I barely ever won.
But what I said, Asics, some New Balances, what up, man? I'm always rocking some like Chelsea boots or some double heel boots. I love me some boots. I have to stay with like. Some boots on me, man. I gotta stay with some boots. I love me some boots. What else?
Grown man, bro.
What else?
Well, you know when you start getting into that grown man phase,
oh yeah, bro.
Like the boots and everything that people see is like feminine or
like even with the like the loafers. Like the loafers.
Oh, yeah,
bro, you gotta stay with a pair of loafers because you never know. You know what I mean? So I stay with some boots. Facts. So boots. What else?
That's way more than 5. About 8.
Damn, I am, huh? Because you already gave. I'm giving 3. I give 2 more. We'll just do 10 on this
just
one.
Say the shoe clause.
We'll do 10 on this one then, I guess. Let me see. I'm rocking in rotation right now. I do got some Nikes that I'm rocking in rotation, but they not like a consistent. I would have to say these. These would be my 4th one. I think they call it like Spiridon or something like that. Mm-hmm. Don't give me the lie to you. Mm-hmm. I like it. I see it. I get it. And then what else do I be rocking? I be rocking some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I always can stay with a good pair of slides.
Never go wrong.
Never go wrong with a good pair of slides. It don't matter, bro. It can.
I don't like walking around the house like barefooted either.
At all, bro. I cannot like. Now, if I'm outside touching earth, different. I can touch earth, but like just walking in my house like barefoot, that's got to be the craziest things. And I got 2 kids.
Bro, you never gonna get especially like hardwood floors or like tile floors.
Yeah,
it don't matter how many times you wipe it, mop it, clean it, sweep it.
Some type of grit on the floor.
Or your feet.
I can't, like, no.
It's gonna look like everything bagel season.
Going into the restroom, like, and someone just took a bath or a shower, and there's water on the floor, and you barefoot, bro. When I tell you, bro,
both cheeks.
When I tell you that got to be the most weirdest thing. I hate that feeling. That feeling just don't sit well with me. But
like 3 days ago, bro, I was getting into the tub. The Destiny tub is like elevated. So I had to lift my leg over the side and put my left foot in, bruh. Did the hokey pokey, bro.
Nah, that boy.
No, I'm playing. No. I fell, bro.
Did the hokey pokey.
Bro, I slipped, like, getting into it, and I hit my leg on the side of the wall. I was speechless. I still got that knot on my leg, bro.
Damn.
So, like, barefoot in water, bro.
It's
a risk every time you get out of
That's a risk all the time, bro. Like, there's...
Well, I was falling.
There's nothing more dangerous
than hard. Right hand green.
A hardwood or a tile floor in some water, and you barefoot.
Every color.
No, you know the worst feeling when you got socks on, and they get soaked. Like you just, sure. bro.
Sound like SpongeBob when you walk around.
Nigga, what?
Bro. When I did that 5K, bro, and that Spartan race, we jumped into like a mud ditch.
My
socks was wet for like 30 minutes. But I was like, this is disgusting.
I would have ran with no socks. Bro, I would have ran with no socks, bro.
My feet ain't that condition.
But I heard you get blisters like that too, though.
I ain't gonna get into it, but I said back then, it's actually better for your feet if you walk with no shoes.
Well,
it strengthens your foot
I heard
muscle.
that. Yeah.
They tell you that in track.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't doing it. Somebody else's feet can be strong. I don't got no reason for my foot to be strong.
Well, I guess that's our top 10. We got what, Jordans, boots. I mean, I guess we both agreed on boots, just different styles. So it could be like steel toe, Chelsea, Timberland, doesn't matter. Boots. Of course, we both agree New Balances. What else? Asics. What else you said? Some Sambas. I don't even remember what I said. These.
You said everything, bro.
I said a whole bunch of shit. Oh well. Well, we got our top 10,
I
top
lost
5, man.
track too.
Yeah, man. But
Kept up, though. Kept up.
It is what it is. So you had a topic that you wanted to address or talk about?
Has been this that question of like now the modern day women and what that encompasses. So if you were to give a definition or ideal of a classical woman, as in maybe your grandmother,
like
your
a
auntie,
traditional
mama, versus the modern day, and not saying every girl falls into this category,
right?
But what do you consider differences, similarities, but where's the disconnect, do you feel, that the modern day woman is getting?
I think
when it comes to meeting a man's needs. Let
me answer them one at a time then.
That you cook.
So with our, like, say our grandparents, our moms and stuff like that, the traditional woman in a sense, right, which is like stay home, take care of the kids, cook, clean, all of that. I think also people don't understand too that not all traditional women was just like housewives. You know, they had jobs as well, maybe 2 to 3 jobs, just depending on what the situation was. So I think with modern women, there's a disconnect with understanding what being modern and traditional is, because some modern women, which is perfectly fine, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go out, seek my career, get a job, make my own money. That is perfectly fine, because a man necessarily, let me say this again, a man, not a boy, not a boy in a man's body, but a man necessarily doesn't care about the money that you bring in as long as you're trying to help, because we're in this together. If we're a team, I want you to be a team player, because I'm not going to be busting my ass for the both of us if you're not giving that same effort. So it's all about reciprocation, basically. Like, I think with the negative side of modern women, it's more so like, I want you to be a traditional man to me, right?
Oh, here we go.
But I don't want to be a traditional woman to you.
There you go.
So why should I put in the effort or even consider taking you on a date? Because it's like everything is about money. I can spend as much money as I want on you, but you don't want to spend a dime of your own. You see what I'm saying? On me. You going to spend it for yourself. You're going to buy this. You're going to buy this for yourself. But when it comes to me, it's like, nah, this is my money. Spend your money. So that's the wrong, like that's what I feel like the negative side of being a modern woman or the modern woman of today is. But I think there are modern women who are still willing to say, hey, I want to work. I want to, chase after my career, but I want to show you that I love you or I like you just as much as you show me. So I'm willing to, and I'm not talking about 50-50 because I don't agree in 50-50. I agree in 100-100. As long as we both going 100% for each other, then that's all that matters. Yeah. There's no such thing as 50-50. There's no such thing as, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like when you said that, because when you start getting ratios involved, and numbers, percentages, like, oh, you're doing this, it's like from the wrong person, it can be a tit for tat thing.
Exactly.
Right? Like,
exactly.
but back in the day, like for instance, probably my grandfather's day, you can survive back then when the economy was what it was, cost of living was what it was. interest rates weren't what it is, if they even had that at the time.
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm only 27, but around that time, they didn't. You can live off a single man house.
Facts.
Yeah, like, bro, you hear back in the day, like, bro, you ever heard like your grandfather or somebody back in the day? He had 8 kids. He the only one that worked. He worked at Ford.
Right.
Bro,
Yeah.
back then, bro, minimum wage, I don't even know if that was a thing. Yeah, house paid off, kids taken care of, wife at home.
Got a nice,
got everything.
10 acres of land.
But now it's not like that, right? So, like, when women, you know, it comes from in my opinion, it comes from the social media narrative.
Oh, for sure.
How these women now, like, I'm not gonna say these women, like, I'm just talking to a certain group, you know, but the shoe fit weird. I'm saying that people idolize these celebrities now and the lifestyles they have, and you know, these rap figures and these other women who don't project femininity.
Right.
I'm sorry, and I'm not gonna say feminism, but I'm saying like they don't project what it is to be a soft woman. So like, oh, I'm about my bag. I'm this. I'm gonna shake my ass here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do what I want. And if I'm gonna take from a dude, I'm gonna give him what he want. You know,
right?
And I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna take what I want, etc. And it's like every woman now is like, I can get my own. I want to be like Lotto. I want to be like Meg, you know, like this and that. And not saying nothing against those girls, but I'm saying that mindset is what they're emulating because that's what they see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying those are bad women. I'm just saying like the attitude. That's the attitude that they want.
Yeah.
And you know, from a normal perspective, somebody that's not a celebrity or a good-minded guy like you and I, or somebody with values and, you know, security within themselves. You don't want a woman like that.
Yeah,
you see some of these women on these 20v1s.
Yeah, or
and they be having their ass out, and they get skipped. They be like, "Why you?"
Or the pop balloons, where like they do from like, because that's a guilty pleasure of mine. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I've been watching it. But like, you'll have a group of like, say maybe like 20 to 25, right? And they believe a certain way, like, oh, money this, money that. Some, like, I'm not saying all of them are on there looking for somebody who can pay for them. You have a certain few, right? And then you get a different age group, like 20 or maybe 30 on up, right? And they have the same mindset now. And it's crazy because it's like half of these women that they're influenced by, like the celebrities that they're influenced by, a lot of them who were like saying, okay, like no shade to Megan Thee Stallion, but at the time when she came up with Hot Girl Summer, she was in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at the same time with the City Girls was like City Girls, JT was in a relationship. Young Miami was in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like even with what they're projecting or what they're putting out as far as like our artistic, expression, it's not based on their actual life. Mm-hmm. But they're seeing this and they're like, oh, I want that, or I want to be like this, or I want to be like that. And it's like, that's not reality. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I think me and you, for the most part, well, all of the part, I'm real grounded in reality.
Yeah.
I'm grounded in the things that serve me. Mm-hmm. I'm also grounded in my abilities and also like in my faith too. Right. And like obviously my faith doesn't agree with promiscuous women. Right. And that's what they display. They always got their ass out. Mm-hmm. Always got their bodies, showing. And me personally, and I told Dustin this when we get ready to start a family, is that our kids will not be exposed that much to TikTok. So they won't be a digital kid. Yeah. You're going to go outside and scrape your knees just like we did. I'm not forcing that on them. I'm just saying like you can only do so much. And I know y'all probably know this as parents too. Right. But at the end of the day, I don't want my kids to emulate nothing that's on there. Yeah, for sure. Because to me, it's disgusting. Like to me, like I don't follow no models. I don't follow female model. Act like anybody who
I know what you mean
displays themselves that way.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, even family members, if they do that, hell no, whatever. But it's not. I feel the instant discernment when it happens, but two, it's not something I'm attracted to. Never. Right. I've never followed Ruby Rose. I never follow none of these women who. Right. And no shade, that's how they make their living. But I'm saying my faith doesn't agree with their lifestyle, which is okay. And I'm not saying I'm above or be below the fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that that's just something I choose not to. Do I judge? No. But I'm just saying it's not for me.
Right.
Right. And I also wouldn't want my daughter to be that way. I wouldn't want my cousins to emulate that, because like you're not gonna attract a good man. You're gonna attract you. It's almost like women use their sexuality sometimes as what they weaponize it.
Mm. Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like men are some. Go ahead. Don't give me.
I think because I get what you're saying. Like almost in a sense of just like how men will use their money, right?
Yeah, it's
like I'm weaponizing my money but people don't understand what you're advertising is what you're going to attract. So if you're advertising, if I'm a dude in the club and I'm showing, oh, I'm buying bottles, I'm buying a section, I'm flaunting all this money, and I'm bringing girls into my section, what do you think they want? You think they want you think they'll take me serious enough to want a relationship with me, or do they just want what I have or what I can provide? Just like with a woman showing her body. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong as far as like, you know, swimsuits and stuff, but when you're flaunting it as in, okay, let me weaponize this to get what I want, then you're attracting a certain type of man who wants a certain type of thing or one thing from you. And when you're going through a lot of men, and I'm not saying going through as in having sexual relationships, but I'm just saying you're trying to find someone who's for you, but you're still not getting the man that you're seeking out, is because you're attracting a certain type of man, and they only want one thing because they see what you're advertising. If you know that you're much deeper or you're much more than just your body, then advertise that. Just like for a man, you see what I'm saying?
Right. And I think a lot of that too, like I said, that falls into that category of what I was asking, what the main question was like the modern day women. Like, you know, most of that, and maybe it's just popular. It's popular in all communities, but obviously I'm African American. I notice it in my community the most. But you know, like even when I was in like the dating scene, bro, like you can't bring nothing to the table and want my whole meal. It's crazy.
There you go.
It's crazy. How you ain't got nothing to offer but your cat? That's what. That's what I'm saying. Like just because you pretty, what? I done had 1,000 pretty girls.
Right.
What you bring to the table?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing. No mindset. Can't even count. Don't even know your multiplication tables. Don't even know how to load a dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? Like these little things, and like, you know, maybe we just all shopping in the wrong basket at the time.
Could be.
It's a phase, in my opinion. But me, it's like I don't I don't like condone like what women now are doing, like the OnlyFans, the mindset of like, what you gonna do for me, what you gonna buy for me, but you literally have nothing, or like, or you a big thing I be saying now is submission.
Yes,
submission. That's another thing that I think the modern day woman lacks, because the sense of being independent overwhelms the thought of being feminine. Right. Which, you know, I feel like you can't have both. I'm not a woman to speak on that, but I feel like probably nowadays, you know, they're lacking a father in the house. They're lacking a grandfather, a male figure, you know, so they probably have to fend for their own, right? And that builds that combative nature of, I don't need a man to do this. Like, you do need a man, sweetheart. Like, you know, you do, because if you look, you do, because let some appliance go wrong, you don't know what to do, right? Or you know, like just little things around the house that you would like to suppress because now you feel like you got a plate load of everything.
I think also in a sense, we are not women, so we're only speaking from outside looking in, or our own opinions of what we can see, how we perceive it. But I think what it is, as far as like being independent, or an independent woman, a modern woman saying I'm independent and I'd rather be independent than being submissive, is more so saying I don't trust anyone enough to let my guard down to be submissive to a man. Right. So I rather protect myself, protect my heart, and just say, no, I'm an independent woman. I don't need a man, which we all need somebody. Absolutely. Whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, whether it's whoever, we all need somebody, because we was put on this earth to be in a partnership, a companionship.
That's what I put.
We are humans. We are social beings. We like to have conversations. We like to be social. Even if you're an introvert, in some capacity, you want to be social. You know what I'm saying? You're seeking that in your body, your mind, your heart. It wants that. It seeks for that. You see what I'm saying? And it's so, even men, because we're not just gonna put it on women. Men too, like who's like, oh, I'm happy being single. I spend my money how I want to. A woman is just another bill or another mouth to feed or a check or another issue, and it's like you're only trying to protect yourself. It's almost like a defense mechanism.
Also, my bad, cut you off.
No, you good.
But you know what I think of that too is like I used to have that mindset too. Like when I was in a relationship, I used to see like, oh, you're just not much of a, like you're kind of being a liability. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like my hunger is more than yours. But it can be the person you can feel like to an extent. In my mindset at the time, like you're kind of eating off me, like that. You know what I'm saying? And when you try to push them to do different things, and you try, they don't want for themselves. And maybe that's just a standard that I had before. And maybe it's because also I'm not gonna make it about myself, but I didn't feel secure. Right. So I'm not gonna denounce no names or when or where, but I'm saying at the time, like now that I'm with somebody that, like, I don't see her that way, and she got her own.
Right.
She reality is like she was well off before she met me.
Like if shit goes awry, she can handle it.
Yeah,
right.
But it's also like if I were to lose my job, what we gonna do?
Right. So technically, it's like you said, you in those relationships, of course, you being the man, you don't mind taking care of things, but you don't mind taking care of things. But it's like if I was to lose my job today or tomorrow, what the fuck are we gonna do?
And even to the capacity, bro, of being like okay, if I feel like this too, like a good woman will make you want to provide.
Oh, for sure.
Because I ain't never felt like this. Like,
but vice
versa
versa as well. My bad to cut you out. No, vice versa as well. A good woman will make you want to provide, and a good man will make you want to be submissive. Right? Yeah, because
we do episode 4, that's gonna be crazy. We're gonna have some women here.
It's gonna be both. It goes both. What we're saying is it goes both ways.
Most definitely.
Right?
Yeah, and I want to clear that up. Yeah. I'm not biased on no side.
Right.
I do believe that there's reasons why some women are the way they are.
Right.
And maybe they didn't feel comfortable enough, or they haven't run across a good guy. But you also, like you said, you are who you attract.
Yeah, exactly.
I firmly believe that because you will meet the best women in places where self-development happens, or in a self-development phase of your own. Right. And as a man, some men need to learn how to be alone. You need to learn how to control yourself. You need to learn how to
emotions,
to not be in there whacking your thing all day. Be in charge of your emotions. Get in the gym, do things, do some spiritualization. Clean yourself out, purge yourself. But also, you're going to meet the best women in the gym because probably she's doing the same thing you're doing. Right. Or you're going to meet them running, or you're going to meet them at a library or a book club or a coffee shop or school, or you know what I'm saying. Like, these is where you meet the best women. I told Matt this. I ain't gonna say. I'm sorry. I'll cut that part. I told my friend this, and I told him, I said, hey, we can do Matt. Matt, I love you, bro. But I told Matt that. I said, Matt, you're going to meet the best women where self-development happens. Right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to find the love of your life in the club, big dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's much love to bro. But that's this game I learned throughout time is that, you're going to meet football fans at where?
At a
football game. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So
it's exactly. I think what it is everything is about discipline. If you have no discipline, you will go for whatever, right?
Especially as a man.
Right. Definitely. Like, so if say I want to lose 10 pounds, I start working out today and then I just stop. But I'm still thinking I can lose 10 pounds. But I'm not putting in the work. I didn't have the discipline to continue to go. Even when I didn't feel like going, I should have got up and went because it's like, okay, let me stick to this because I know this is good for me. I know the best thing for me is on the other side of this. Even if I don't want to do this, even if I don't feel good right now in the moment of actually having to get up and going to do this, I know the best thing is at the other end of this, absolutely. Right? So putting in the work and being disciplined, of course, just like you said, which was one of my main things, is like a lot of people do not know how to be alone. Like, you have to learn yourself, love yourself first, because you can before you try to love somebody else, because it doesn't work that way. I can't love Crystal if I don't love myself first, right? She can't love me if she don't love herself.
And that phase be like grimy, like it's a
hard
grind.
Phase. Yeah. So
knowing too, like, you know, there's options out there,
right?
There's things you could entertain, but
denying them,
you'd be like, but that's a different mode.
I guess right now, even now, I realize it's like a lot of the temptation in this world is not, of course it's temptation, right? But it's not as appealing as it once was. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you have these girls, just like you said, like advertising their sex, their sexuality, right? The sex and stuff like that. But now at a stage of where I'm at, of course I'm married and happily married and stuff with a full family. But even looking at that, it's not so much of a turn on when I was younger. It's more like it's a turn off. It's like the opposite, because it's like, what are you doing with yourself? You know what I mean? Vice versa, like with women who's been through that journey and they see a man still doing the same shit. It's like, that's a turn off. You're flaunting this money and stuff. Shit low key corny.
Yes.
Because I shouldn't have to flaunt my money to get girls, which we never had to. Because, you know what I mean? So it's like it's almost like a recipe for disaster, because you're asking for something that you necessarily don't want in the long term, but you want in the short term. But let's try.
If you find your identity in money, you lost.
Oh, you're lost for sure.
You're lost.
Because
if you find your money in the material things, period,
it can only get you so far, bro.
Absolutely.
It only get you so far.
Millionaires and billionaires kill themselves all the time.
All the time, bro.
Money does not make you happy. At all. Yeah. I know a lot of people, you have the most money in your life, you still not happy.
Right. I mean,
doesn't matter.
What money does is enhances the person you already are, right? So whether if you're miserable, if you're a jackass or an asshole, you're going to be that times 10 because you have more money. If you're a good person, if you're a good Samaritan, if you're compassionate, you're going to be that times 10 because you have more money. Money doesn't make you happy. It just makes you more of who you are. Right. And if you're already a happy person, I know there's more things I can do with that to enjoy my life even more than what I'm doing right now, even when I wasn't having that much money. So, I guess
I feel like I said, I think some men, like, if flowing cat, I don't know. I ain't never did that in my life. What? I don't know. I could, like, put money on the ground. No, like, I'll flex, like, I'll put my steering wheel. That's my car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I pay monthly on that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if I were to, but I'm the type, like, if they post money, I count how much. I'm like, that's all you got? $400 is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't judge. Maybe that's how they come up.
I do. I judge.
I just don't.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't. I don't see the point. Because it's like, yeah, not only are you indicating like, hey, I got this, come rob me. It's kind of like, just put it up, bro. Make it make money. Like the real game, the people I know with the most money don't look like they got it. I work with 6-figure people every day, bro. Some of them, I know a couple 8-figure people too. That's 7-figure people. But you wouldn't even know, bro.
At all.
They drive they car no less than mine. Car less than mine. But here I am trying to. So it changed my perspective. Now we had this conversation.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go too into detail because I mean it's kind of redundant. But it's not a bad thing to spend money on things. But I changed my perspective on what I spend money on.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, or not even so much what the reason why you're buying it, or if you actually, is this a necessity? Is this something that I want? Is it something that I have to have right now?
And it's like, too, like if you date or marry somebody has to have a sense of like financial stability. Because women, they go to Target, clean up. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at Target. I told Matt that too. I said, go to Target at night. You're going to see everything you want to see.
Everybody at Target.
There got to be some type of financial stability. But also like Destiny, you know, like when you meet the right woman though, like you gonna put, you know this, like you gonna put your own needs behind first. And I have no problem doing that. And my needs are small. Like I just like to eat and play my game occasionally,
Right.
work out. But like most of that, I'd be like, let me take short on a date or whatever.
Right.
Like put money towards what matters and versus like what don't matter.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because like it don't serve you.
Yeah.
The experience will serve you for life. The temporary fulfillment of what you of buying whatever that won't serve, that much weight.
It's just like you said. It's temporary. So that feeling of dopamine, that high that you get from feeling like, oh, I got this finally. You know what I mean? That goes away eventually.
Bro, the second day.
That goes away.
Every single time, bro.
That goes away. So it's like,
day two, why did I do
but
this?
if we can take a trip,
Yeah,
brought Crystal to Hawaii for a honeymoon, bro. That lasts forever because it's like, damn, seeing it on TV, crazy. I want to go there one day.
But you know what else I think? I'm sorry to cut you off. Maybe like them buying material things, maybe that's their Hawaii trip, bro.
I guess, man.
It's perspective.
Yeah, that's true.
But I would rather go see a different continent than go see a watch I'm gonna see on somebody else's wrist.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But watch, but I do believe this. I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole. That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. But I'll go say real quick. That watch could attract the right attention.
Yeah, because it's a conversation starter.
Piece, right?
Yeah,
I've heard of people having success off of that.
So that's true. That's also true. But
not the watch.
Of course, it comes down to
the Apple Watch talk enough.
Of course, it comes down to what rooms are you in. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just about what rooms are you in when you have that watch on because it's cool. Okay, because time's ticking. Let's get to some freezing questions I got.
I feel like that was a good conversation.
Oh, it's great conversation.
No bias, but
okay. Freezing questions. These are like freezing question is like a segment where I ask a couple juicy questions, give our answer, and then we'll go from there. How would you spend your time if you didn't have to worry about money?
Like if I didn't have to go to work?
If you didn't have to worry about money at all.
Okay.
Like there's no work. You don't have to get up, wake up, go to work.
I would probably
money
build
doesn't
cars.
Exist. Huh?
I would like to just
build cars?
Yeah, with my dad.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That's hard. Something I would love to do.
That's hard.
And learn and cook with my mom.
That's hard.
And my
hard.
my grandparents and my mom.
That's hard.
And my dad. Like that's
okay.
That's just priceless to me.
That's hard. Like, yeah. Mine is somewhat similar. It's like I would love to be able to just travel the world with my family, like with my pops.
And when I get there, mom, of course, like me and Destiny.
Right. But I mean, like even still, like just everyone that I love, we're all just traveling together. You see what I'm saying? Everyone get to witness the same thing, change their perspective a little bit. You ain't got to worry about money, so we just going. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me give you another one. Okay, this one is good, right? What event in your life had the most significant impact on you?
Ooh. Like a positive or negative?
Doesn't matter. It's a very significant impact on you.
And it like when you say impact, like did it impact the way I act or the course of my life?
It impacted you, like the thought process, the like you as a whole, your mindset, your heart, whatever event that impacted you significantly.
Probably moving to Hawaii.
I would say the same for you.
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah,
I don't think people.
And you was by yourself too. Like
that was a bit. I would reset my entire
literally
life.
on the island by yourself. So
4,000 miles away.
And then when I first saw you, I could tell you were different. Like it was almost
a lot
like
of people say that. It's crazy.
It was almost like a different energy. Does it make sense? It was almost a different energy. I could just tell, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, different," and I like it. You know what I mean? That's mature. I like that. I like
everything.
That.
You know me, I argue with anybody.
Yeah.
Like Brent or Cleo or Trey. They say some dumb sports.
You own it. I ain't letting it go. I'm already knowing.
But now it's kind of like it just bounce off. I'll just be like, I don't take things personal.
For me, it would be, of course, my kids. Like Willow, of course, because she was the first. And it was like, and then she was a girl. And I'm like, oh, I got to get my shit together. You know what I mean? Because 22 when she was born, but Crystal was pregnant when I was 21. So I'm young, but at the same time, it was like you got to get your shit together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Plus one.
Yeah, like, it ain't just us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we having fun going on dates or whatever. I can just spend the money however I want, but it's like, now I got a mouth to feed. You feel me? Like her survival lies solely on how I do my job. You see what I'm saying? Not just as going to work, but as her dad. You see what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna give us one more.
I'm gonna imagine that answer will always revolve as my life goes. Not revolve, but evolve.
Evolve, yeah. Okay. How important is it to have a purpose?
Oh, you got to, because if you're not, then what are you living for?
Facts.
I think everybody has a purpose. Like, if you, like, even now, like, we're doing what we're supposed to do because that's where God wants you to be. You know, like, you always were, I'm a firm believer, like, you always where you're supposed to be.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when I have deja vu, then I know.
Oh, yeah,
like, that's
for
God
sure.
telling me, like, you exactly where I want you.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, a life without purpose is meaningless.
Facts.
Like, what do you know what I'm saying? If you don't live your purpose, that's one thing I want to die knowing, that I do everything that God wanted me to do. Did I touch everybody I was supposed to? Paul. Like, not that, but I'm saying that I make an impact on all the individuals that I came around, where they always remember me. Because if you do things for yourself, you only remember that, but what you do for others will live beyond
forever.
your name.
It's a legacy, bro.
Right. And your name will live through the people who experience you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, most definitely.
I think for me, it's the same. Like, I feel like there's no other aspect to life than finding your purpose, finding out what it is, and going after it 100%. Like, with all intentions. This is what we're doing here. You feel me? Like, I know my purpose is not doing what I'm doing as far as, like, working. Yeah, it's something, it's an ends to a means, but at the same time, that's not my purpose. Do I enjoy that every day? No. Your purpose is going to be something that you enjoy to do, and it doesn't feel like work. You know that it will give you such a fulfillment,
like this now.
Yeah, and
for you.
Yeah, and such a happiness that you've never had before. You're like, damn, this shit is almost like a high in a sense, a constant high, because it's like, damn, this feels good. I don't have to worry about being miserable.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You know, that brings me to the quote of the day.
Yes, sir.
Like,
frostbites.
I heard this today. The frostbite of the day is like, I heard this from Pastor Keon, and he said, you come in the world looking like your parents, but you die looking like your choices.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I said,
ooh, that's hard. Yeah.
I believe
Facts.
I believe it was on those lines.
Facts.
Yeah, he said, you're born looking like your parents, and you die looking like your decisions.
Damn, that's hard.
I said,
facts.
I had to stop cooking my potatoes. I said,
ooh.
You know, you tap YouTube twice in 15 seconds. I was like,
that's hard, bro.
I said, oh, that's going to bless somebody.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild work. It's fast, though.
I got for today is by Aristotle.
I thought you were going to say Erykah Badu.
No. It's by Aristotle. It's quality is not
I'm talking to myself.
Quality is not an act, it is a habit.
Quality
is not a, like, you want quality, right, in everything. I want the quality clothes. My food, I want to be quality. My furniture, I want to be quality. My life, I want it to be a quality life that I'm living, right? It is not an act. I can't act on quality. It's not something that I can do. It's a habit. Just like it's basically almost like football, right? I need every rep needs to be quality, because if I want the quality on the field on game day, I need to make a habit of doing the right thing every time.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just like in life, I have to make it a habit, because there's good habits, there are bad habits. Whatever habit you make, those decisions, just like that quote, those decisions will become the quality of life you have, right? So whether you make good habits or good choices or bad choices, make a habit. try to make good ones. But
yeah, man, that's the third episode.
That's the third episode of the Dip the Whip podcast, man.
I hope y'all enjoy it.
Comment, you know what I'm saying? Like, and subscribe.
Share everything.
We'll be back, man. See y'all on the next episode.
One of your hosts, Young Hefe, man.
And your boy, Hoff with the Sauce, man.
Saying we'll be back with another one. You know what I'm saying?
Bet.